that could have been where he was actually being caused pain while he was potentially driving. This is what made us come up with the theory is maybe he drove Nancy's car back to Toronto.
And then was asphyxiated and placed in the trunk alongside the body of his wife. But why did Nancy drive up to the cottage on her own?
I love him, I love
on
him.
April 7th, the day Ian drove up to Caledon, there were calls from the cottage to the Toronto home. Calls Ian likely made under duress.
We think what has happened is that Ian was forced to make a phone call to Nancy down in Toronto to say for whatever reason he had to stay up at the spot overnight for her to bring a meal up there so they could share it together. The meal was still in the back seat. She was taken under control very, very quickly as soon as she got there.
Line suspects the killer might have already known that Ian had a wife.
Having Nancy come to the residence is, how does he know that there's a female? Like, how does he know that this person is married?
Based on her training, Lines predicts the offender is in the 35 to 45-year-old range, younger than the Blackburns, who were 49 and 54.
People who commit violent crimes usually commit them against people that are relatively the same age as them.
But because the offender must have been strong enough to move the two bodies into the trunk,
I kind of thought maybe a little bit younger person.
Lines suspects the killer isn't accountable for his time, so likely doesn't work at a regular job or have a significant other.
I didn't feel that the person would particularly be married. Again, you're talking about probabilities.
Altogether, Lines comes up with 25 predicted characteristics of the unknown killer.
Today, Leslie grabs delicious Jimmy Dean sausage from the fridge, fully cooked and ready in seconds. It makes breakfast complete, which makes Bill feel like completing the gazebo, prompting a celebration in Lori's backyard. With Jimmy Dean, good mornings lead to great days.
Allergies distracting you? When your symptoms start, doctors recommend taking non-drowsy Claritin every day of your allergy season. Claritin provides powerful, non-drowsy 24-hour relief for fewer interruptions. The amazing things you do every day. Live Claritin Clear.
I'm Chrissy Teigen. Volume has always been a compromise. Hair looked great, felt horrible. I was Crispy Teigen. But now there's a way to get volume you also want to run your fingers through. Treseme's Beautiful Volume is specifically designed to work in reverse for soft, touchable volume. First, condition to soften, then use the shampoo to wash away weight. They even put a big number 1 and a number 2 so you don't get confused. It's reverse, but it's not difficult, trust me. Go ahead, reverse your routine with Tresemme.
Feast your eyes on the Thin Amazing Thin-tastical new Chips Ahoy Thins. Then feast your mouth on the Crisp-tacular chocolate chipness. It's no trick. We put an exclamation point on thin and presto chippo. Now it's Thin Pro. Made with...
Don't miss Steinbart's huge home sale happening now, with savings up to 80% off department store prices. Hurry in and find the latest trends for every room in your home and earn a $10 bonus when you spend $50 or more. Steinbart's home sale. You can save a lot.
Shows at the same time.
It's not it's my decision. Fine lines and wrinkles in 1 week. And the longer I use it, the better it is. Retinol correction from Rock. Methods, not miracles.
We got work clothes, boots, everything camping to go off the grid. Over 10,000 items. Roger that. Listen up.
Over 100 school and camping bags. Duffel bags.
Very cool.
Oh jeez. I will avenge you.
Science experiment.
Oh my god, I got him.
Find ways to channel your child's interest in science and technology. Visit theconnectory.org.
I'm obey you in it. What for police am I by moving up for the
let me know because I said, Bassa, you did video to us of watching. For thinking I want to hear.
You couldn't have been over there.
So you couldn't say any video from the head.
Was just petrified by what had happened.
A well-loved couple, Ian and Nancy Blackburn, were murdered and left in the trunk of their car.
There's no reason for it. The victims weren't people that would stick their nose into somebody else's business and cause a problem.
The killer left no physical evidence behind.
Usually there's something we find, and in this case, there was very, very little.
It's the job of
profiler
Kate Lyons
to
hone in on the suspect.
Then Sasha, that in Sasha, we moved the drugs are one who we what
Lyons has developed a list of possible characteristics of the killer. One of his most dangerous traits is a probable sexually violent fantasy, which Lyons concludes from the killer's treatment of Nancy Blackburn.
She would have suffered greatly.
And yes, I want to move your brand away.
She was tied in the way that she
and
was
will be any way in woman
to her body.
The pathologist at the time said it looked like she was thrown around like a suitcase.
This person's sexual fantasy seems to be lethal. People are dying.
And more could die now that the offender is acting out his fantasies.
Fantasies are often developed in sex offenders' minds, with really the only thing missing is to know who it will actually be.
Not long after Sergeant Lyons' profile is distributed to detectives, there's a major find on the Blackburn's cottage property. The first telling evidence left behind by the killer.
About 100 meters from the Blackburn farmhouse, there was what we'll call a garbage pile found. In that garbage was found a couple of sections of newspaper, Toronto newspaper.
They're the exact sections missing from a newspaper found inside the Blackburn's cottage.
So that brought us to think that whoever dropped that garbage quite likely had been in the cottage.
In both of these sections was some feces that had been wrapped in the newspapers.
The garbage also contains pages and pages of handwriting.
It was unique pieces of equipment in line of them. It crossed.
That you remember, or bound in a parking garage. We are not your garage. I am quite you. Oh, Casa was in the car, more phones.
Put it back.
We have one year much in the phone. Maybe you're not
You want me to come and mess with me?
The house hermit is wanted by local police.
I don't that time crying. They will put away what do
valuable things. So somebody who
oh boy, your matter. That's fine.
Whoever he is, he's armed.
We had a gentleman who had his house broken into,
outside,
including an antique English handgun.
The house hermit also lives temporarily in some of the cottages. When he abandons them, he leaves behind the military lists and much more.
And you will leave this into us. And what are we all going away?
Strange.
Is that the right baby? As you say,
became even stranger. Local police tell detectives that the house hermit is suspected in a armed run-in.
Put it back. Cover it.
Particular interest is the information that in fact he has abducted people at gunpoint from one of these residences where the people are coming back to their cottage and they happen upon them and they're actually abducted.
Mom, study pants. The Blackburn. What you say?
Mom, there was no roaches in the floor. You need to kill them.
Cover them up.
To go to his home. Instead, he told the house hermit to get out of the car in the middle of Toronto's busiest intersection.
That you're not going to defile my house and I'm not going to follow your instructions. And the individual got very, very frustrated and jumping out of the car and leaving them.
The house hermit got away. But police found a set of his fingerprints at the Appletons' cottage. Unfortunately, the prints don't match anyone.
I'm sorry. Mom, why wait? Oh, yeah, let me drink it.
Responsible for killing the Blackburns,
Let me drink it.
which occurred just weeks after the Appleton.
You see, that's the last month I got.
That's
normal.
Many others in the investigation, as this was all. But House Herman was the person that was responsible for Ian and Nancy Blackburn.
And the Appletons' description of the house hermit matches Kate Lyne's profile of the Blackburn killer.
The age was close to the age of what she was in the report.
Let me drink it.